everybody, my name is Shorney and I'll be the trainer at the Facilitation Skills course, which we're running as an open public course delivered on Zoom later in the year. This little video is to tell you very little bit about me and also to introduce you to what's going to happen during the course in terms of expectations and your experience as a participant. So a little bit about me first. My background is a little unusual. I began life as a musician, hence the piano, and then when I moved into business I spent most of my career to date working in two key areas. One of those is sales, so I spent many years as a salesperson and a sales manager. The other is project management, so I'm also a qualified project manager. And if you know these two groups, you know they've got different skill sets. Salespeople, they tend to be very good at the whole interpersonal skills, facilitating meetings. They facilitate lots of meetings with their customers, but they tend to do it based on their own style and personality rather than based on something which other people can then go and pick up and use themselves. Project managers, on the other hand, they're perhaps a little weaker on some of the interpersonal skills, but they're very good at making things actionable, putting processes in place, making things repeatable, and so on. And what I really enjoy these days is bringing those two sets together to help people who don't naturally have a soft skills background to embrace some of the things which are essential to business, but perhaps are a little bit more driven by people's personalities. Things like communication skills, negotiation, and of course in this case, facilitating groups. So what we'll be doing during the course is giving you solid tools and techniques and repeatable processes that you can use to help you to pick up some of these things which other people in business might do quite naturally. Now, what's it going to be like attending the course? And I imagine that some of you are thinking, well, you've never done anything like this before, it's not really you, and perhaps you're concerned about the amount of pressure there will be during the course and so on. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about how we're going to run it. It's a very low pressure environment. My style, maybe you're picking it up from the video, is not to go and put people on the spot. My style is as a facilitative trainer. So everything will be based on sharing stories and discussions and coming up with ideas rather than me giving you strict rules to do or putting people on the spot and asking them to go and facilitate groups live during the course. So very conversational style of training. We're going to use mixed methods for you to participate. So for some of you, you'll be happy to go and jump in and share thoughts verbally. For others, you might not be. So we'll be using some online tools where you can share your thoughts and take part through text as well as through speaking live on the course. So we'll be mixing things up to make sure there's something for everybody to use. As well as having full group discussions, you'll do a lot of work in small groups. So you'll be in groups of 2s, 3s, perhaps 4s, depending on the exercise. And during that, you'll be able to share things in a more intimate environment with other people. And I guess the best bit, there's no test at the end. This is all about learning, not about testing things that you've picked up during the course. So that's me, that's the course. I'm very much looking forward to working with you on the course later in the year. Bye-bye.